Welcome to our continuation of the expansion pass content in Fire Emblem Engage. We've just done one map so far. We did Tiki's map. This is in the set of 6 maps that came in waves 1 through 3. It is separate from the Fell Xenologue expansion storyline that was just released earlier in April. And we're just going to finish up with these expansion maps first. We're so far doing it according to the map order top to bottom that you see here, although as you can see all 6 of the maps are accessible at any time. I think Tiki has to go first, that's the only thing, but then after having beaten Tiki's map we have access to the next one, of which we are about to see. A bracelet has been sighted in a dank cave filled with miasma. Well, let's just see it. Now, interestingly enough, they do have some recommendations for the number of turns it takes to complete each map. The recommendation was Dragon Temple, for Dragon Temple rather, was 20, and we completed it in 14, and it still seemed like it took quite a long time. We had very few maps in the main campaign in its entirety that went anywhere near that long. And that was even with a small party, so, you know, it's not like the turns were terribly complex. So yeah, 15 turns was the recommendation for this one. Looking forward to seeing why Underground Passage suggests taking 35, which is way above anything else that we've seen in this game. I don't think we had anything even approach 20 turns up to this point. But anyway, Berserker's Hollow it is. Let's not spend an hour getting to the goods like we did yesterday. Let's just hop straight into it. The brass general of the available DLC characters,
There's another bracelet friend right over here.
all of whose identities I know. I believe this is probably going to be Hector from Fire Emblem 7, or just Fire Emblem as it was originally known when it was released in the West on the GBA.
You're right. Is this the bracelet of the brash general?
Yes. I think the emblem is asleep, just as I was.
The words came to me as soon as I laid eyes on it.
Now surely he has some kind of unique interaction with Lyn as well. I would be really surprised if he didn't, given that so far the emblems we've unlocked, those being the 3 houses leaders and Tiki, did have conversations with the corresponding emblems from their respective games. Tiki with Martha, of course the 3 houses leaders with Byleth, and their old teacher. Anyway, here's Hector.
What a refreshing rest. Hey there, I'm Hector.
Yes, it was. Greetings, Hector.
I don't know if this
I'm
is
the
also the
Divine
voice
Dragon.
for Hector in Fire Emblem Heroes or Fire Emblem Warriors for that matter. I don't remember. No, I don't think Hector was in Warriors, but I don't actually know because I don't think I actually played that to completion.
Good to meet you.
So I don't know if this is a new voice for Hector or somebody who is
Sure
returning
nice
from
to move around again.
the previous game. But
You must have had a reason to come looking for me, though.
yeah, we did. We want to take your power.
This world is engulfed in a terrible
And we paid for this
war.
content. We want to see
We're
it.
trying to put a stop to it. To that end, we were hoping you might lend us your strength.
Well, I've got a good feeling about you.
May I ask who you're talking about?
Probably Ellawood.
My good friend Eliwood.
Exactly.
In my world, he fought to bring us back from the brink of disaster, like you're doing. Our fight was against a rotten
Roy's
bunch
father,
called the
if I'm not
Black
mistaken.
Fang. They were a real handful. For Eliwood, Lyn, and me, and all our other friends, it was the fight of our lives.
They must have been glad to have someone like you on their side.
Well, no need to butter me up. But first, let's have ourselves a friendly little competition.
What do you mean?
It's been a while since I've seen any action.
I understand. If that's what you want, then
It's settled then. Brace yourself.
Okay, let's fight Hector. Now, the previous Emblem Paralogues that we've seen all had maps that were based on maps from the games from which they originated. Sometimes very closely, sometimes kind of loosely inspired. If you take a look at Lynn's map, her paralogue, for instance, I think it was just kind of loosely based on one of the tutorial maps in Fire Emblem 7, this game here. I don't know if I remember this map because it's just been so long since I last looked at the Blazing Blade, as it is now officially localized. But as you can see, it looks like the only objective here is to defeat Hector, as we would imagine, although of course we'll do everything optional we can. That means we've got a couple of chests on the map. I found it extremely worthwhile to loot all the chests in the previous maps, since it finally replenished our various special staves, like the rescues in particular. Rescue, warp, etc. All the things that we were overly expending in the main campaign. So we have a couple of chests here. I don't know if there's going to be a thief race somewhere along the way, but we should keep our eye out for that in case there is a thief running around who is going to dash off with anything. We have a couple of lootable characters as well, but nothing too critical, just antitoxins that we never remember to use. Antitoxins galore. In fact, I wonder if that means we're going to face a lot of poison on this map. In fact, I think it would only be dropping this much antitoxin if we, in fact, had to deal with it a lot. So we should look for things like thieves and the wolf knights and other dagger users that we can see here. So it looks like we will potentially be dealing with quite a lot more poison than we have done so far. I've barely engaged with a poison mechanic at all, to be honest, but having some antitoxin available would be good. Not that we have the inventory space for it, since we've loaded everybody up completely in our main party. Looks like once again it is going to be a party of 8. Very small and intimate, which means that we do have to make some pretty significant cuts of a lot of the characters who are our bread and butter throughout most of this experience. We probably don't even need to worry too much about the antitoxin, since we do have a couple of heals on the board. We'll probably be keeping more or less this configuration. Let's take a look at how we'll deal with Hector, because the boss, of course, is going to be our main concern. He's currently standing on a protection tile. We might have to draw him out. 3 life bars. Pretty hefty HP, armor type, and he goes anti-cavalry and armor. He's got a magic attack with rune sword, which is also going to have a lifesteal. Alright. That's kind of important to know. Lightning charged, except it is still a physical weapon. Physical weapon that has anti-dragon, also bonus to defense. Okay, so we just need to not give him a chance to counterattack if we do attack into him with one of our dragons. Anyway, let's see here. We've got 80% or more. And okay, so we need to watch out for him to double. As long as he has a weapon that can double, and I think all of them can. So we should always assume that he's going to do a double attack if we are in that situation. Although, interestingly enough, if he's using a weapon at range 1, that will not double up on us if we attack into him from range 2. I think the idea behind Hector here is that we should lock him down, and then after locking him down, just poke at him from range, because he'll only be able to counterattack with Rune Sword, and even then not right away. So yeah, because we don't have any immunity here to being frozen with something like Corrin's ability. So I think we're going to keep Ivy and Corrin in the party then to potentially just get a drop on him and do the freeze play. I think that'll be the idea, is you freeze him and then poke at range. Ideally, you want to get him out of this protection tile first, because then otherwise you just won't be able to hit him with the avoidance plus sturdy. So we'd want to draw him out somehow. I don't know if there's anybody that's safe for him to attack into, given that this is going to go anti-armored. And I can never remember the type effectiveness calculation off the top of my head, so I don't know if Louis would actually survive that, if it is in fact a double. But you could also get him to pull at range, such that he has to attack someone from 2 range. And since it is forced to be a magic attack, then you just get somebody to do some magic tanking, somebody with very high resilience. So you basically clear this area, stand kind of on the outside of his range, pull him out, get him off that tile if he's going to move, and then freeze him. So I think that'll be the tactic, which means that we do need somebody who's going to be a strong magic tank. And we do need Ivy and Corrin for the freeze. Which means that we'll probably keep Citrin. Now, we only really have two great choices when it comes to high resilience. We've got Citrin, we've got Pandreo, who's a lot faster and is a more senior staff user, but it's also somebody who's not going to do much in terms of damage, I think. 40 magic attack on him. Yeah, we want Citrin offensively, even though she is comparatively slow. Because the resilience would be able to tank a magic attack like that. So I'd say we definitely keep Seedall, Veil, Ivy, Citrin. Louis will almost certainly need, since we have very few alternatives for a high defense against weapon set. Actually do a lot of damage. If we take a look at the physical attack, for instance, we got some attackers with about 56 or so. 69 over here with a great axe. Yeah, we'll definitely need Louis as our main tank once again, and we'll just need to watch out for anybody who is going to have an anti-armor attack, which I think we're mostly going to be okay against. And of course for magic attacks, but then it seems like we have very few tome users here, if you look at it. Yeah, you have Radiant Bow over here. Maybe you might have some alternative magic weapons that we need to look out for, so we do need to scan carefully. Got a couple of mages over here, but we'll just try to take them out early. Now, what is this? Oh, yes, okay. Fracture staves, fortify staves. Yeah, we'll definitely need to look at the staves to make sure that we don't get hit with something like a trap. Then I think we're going to be okay. I think, much as I don't like to not be too one-dimensional about this game, we'll probably keep most of the same core party. Like, we don't have a lot of flexibility, really, when it's such a small party size. And so, I mean, would very much like to swap in one of our top damage dealers. Anna, Marin, Alcris, Fagando, all very good in the late game when we play with them, but and also versatile in that we would have, with one of these characters, at least kind of a dual type magic and physical attacker, which maybe we're short on right now, because we have 3 very clear magic attackers and 3 very clear physical attackers. Although Jean, I think I'm starting to run into some issues with him with his stats capping out, particularly his speed stat being really quite low. But I think we'll probably keep things as is, but we'll try to map out the first turn and see how it goes. Looking at this, yeah, we've got a lot here that's vulnerable to magic attacks, so we'll probably want some kind of magic frontliner here. Just to attack up here. Burn these down right away. And then we'd be able to soak magic attacks coming in. And yeah, got to deal with the high speed ones here, of course. Because I'm playing this in late game, absolutely all of the enemies are level capped at 20 or 40, depending on the class. And so, yeah, it is very much a fully max level fight. We need to bring everything we can to bear. This cluster is pretty fast. Bit of a concern, maybe. We need to watch over chain guards as well. Got a fracture staff over here. We might be able to snipe it off early. The question is, do I want to be doing snipes with Chloe? Is that even going to be effective, given that we don't have to deal with flyers here? Because in the absence of any flyers, Or dragons, it might even be more effective to swap Chloe out for another attacker. So we're also not potentially dealing with bows. But on the other hand, her movement is so versatile, and the dropping doubles is so good that it's really quite hard to justify benching her. Anyway, if we have Louis and Ike kind of go over this way, they can tank a few. I don't know if the staff users will bother moving in. This guy will move in. Basically, if we can get Louis to just get everybody gathered, use Ike's ability to soak in the first turn, we might even be able to pull these in, but if I can just kill them straight out in the first turn, we shouldn't bother. Which means that we want Citrin up front if we're keeping her. Yeah, because she'll be able to hit pretty easily, in fact. We'll need somebody to deal with the physical attacker over here. But it looks very clearly like, you know, it's going to be Ivy coming up. And coming straight up here probably to avoid any issues. And then Seedall and Vale can kind of double up with them accordingly, given that they've got some pretty strong movement range to work with. Now this guy over here, he's got Depeche Cats, speed 32. We can outspeed him with Chloe, I think, just even out of the box. She's got speed 37. With their current weapon. Defense is fairly low, so it's kind of a matter of hit rate. Chloe doesn't quite reach here, but she would be able to reach it like this. Jean doesn't quite reach, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll keep Jean. The thing is, like, he's so good for burning down enemies quickly with a flashing fist. But his speed has really become a bit of a problem. Because fast growth just doesn't matter if you're capping everything out. But I think we'll kind of keep him in this cluster. He's at least going to be good as a healer, even if we don't get as much use out of him as a frontliner as we used to. It'll be good to have an additional staff. Just somebody who's able to mend. I don't know if we'll keep Rewarp. Given that we're no longer dropping him into the middle of nowhere, I think we might actually want to do something like Obstruct on him instead. Let's maybe see about swapping that out. Yeah, because he's no longer kind of diving in the middle of nowhere to tank a lot of damage, since his defensive stats have been pretty outpaced. And so let's look at his staves here. Actually, because poison might be an issue here, restore might be a good idea as well. Maybe. I don't know if it's just poison that's going to be the main effect that we're dealing with. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I do have a sizable number of dagger users. Let's take a look at unit types here. A couple of covers here and there. Not really too bad. Although we probably do want to chase down the thieves in some fashion. Which means we should probably go either freeze or obstruct. I don't remember if freeze is going to be something he can use. But let's see. Yeah, because I think we're just not going to use Rewarp at this stage. It isn't the kind of map where dropping him way forward is going to be all that useful. He can have that ranged heal with Physic, that might be useful. More rescues are always good too. Silence, we don't really have enough magic users in that for that to be good. I think we'll go Obstruct. Yeah, we'll take this. Oh, Fracture is not a bad idea. But again, I want things that will kind of work 100% of the time if we can, so we'll go Obstruct, I think. very clutch in many situations. And we can always trade one of the staves that Seedall is carrying onto him. I don't know if we'd ever want that to be rewarp. I think restore is probably a better idea. So let's see about that. Yeah, Seedall is just kind of acting as my staff mule in some ways. A couple of extra heals and utility spells that are all at most B, because we're no longer running Pendreo, and Pendreo is my only S rank staff user. Anyway, looking at this in the current configuration, I think we're probably okay. So the idea probably is going to send Louis over to the left, soak up as much as you can in that cluster, and blockade it. And then send our magic users up here to kill these right away and also take some incoming magic damage, which she'll be able to do. Yes, 38 here, 51 here. As long as we watch our speed, I think we'll be okay. And as long as we're out of range of the armored unit. Then... yeah, we're probably good. Where's Vale? Vale's here. Let's move her over here. Actually, no. Move her over here. Slightly out of range. If we move her over here, since John can't reach anything anyway, we'll just go like this in case we need Vale to drop a Thoron on the Thief, although the hit rate for that will probably not be great. Yeah, and then Seedall would be able to have quite a good reach if we want to send him up to poke anybody else. And we'll see what I do with my Avatar. See if we can actually stand somewhere useful. I wonder if the Fracture Staff would affect the Ike ability that allows you to just nuke everybody in a single cluster. It might. I'll worry about that later. So, without further ado, let's go. And let's just save. Inventory check for our main party. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this party. It's so extremely rare that I'll bench Anna. And we've done it twice in a row now, but she is a bit of a glass cannon. Might be very useful on a map like this defensively, but I think we'll go with what we know for now and hopefully maybe change things up in a future map to come. So, alright. Looking okay. Let's just do it. I don't know if we maybe want to put like a 5 charge rescue on her in case we just run out, but that's okay. We've got it in a convoy. Not a big deal. Let's play. And I don't know if there will be some surprise map mechanics here as well, but we'll see.
Let's get started.
Okay, there is something. Okay.
There appears to be a fog-like substance emanating from over there.
Let's
Be on your
assume
guard.
it's going to do a ton of damage. I don't know if it will do friendly fire to his units. We should test that. The way to test that is to get Louis to stand somewhere that will trap the other units. Now, I don't know what a range an event is. We know it's minimum 2 tiles. But the fact that there's one pointed here makes me think we shouldn't stand there. So we'll probably get Louis to stand somewhere here. Just make sure we're within range of this guy being able to reach, which means maybe this spot is best, since it's not in this row, and we'll be able to see just how far things will extend. So Louis is going to stand here, use his Ike ability. Now we got to watch out for this guy too. But if Louis is blocking this location, he'll have to go around. He can't reach up here. So, just going to do a bit of damage checking. Ivy's able to take out both of those.
I can do this. My
Citrin is able to as well. Now we do need to get rid of this guy over here. 70%, not great. I don't know if we will do better with any of the other Thorons. 74%,
I'm listening.
Likely what will happen is we'll do some kind of double attack. Chloe does quite a bit better. And if Seedall gets her to follow up, then we might be in good shape. But Chloe plus Veil together should be able to take that out. Alright, well, let's see some of the hit rates here, so we know what we're dealing with. Yeah, 100% is just going to completely destroy it as well. And if Ivy is up here up front, speed 28, res 36, she's going to be just fine. And she can always pull back as well. Yeah, she should pull back, in fact, because we don't want to stand in front of the vent. So we attack and pull back. Now we can even attack in this location and pull elsewhere. That'll be 87%. Now we should probably test that out first, just to see. As for what Ike will be doing, looks like he'll be doing something.
This isn't so bad.
Anti-physical. Let's go engage first of all.
Won't you join me?
And try to pull everybody in. So a great ether. Yeah, we don't need res. We're not dealing with magic damage, so. Wait, what? Is there an exclamation mark here? Probably because of the high crit. 39 crit. Yeah, we don't care about that because the attack value is too low. And regardless, effective armored or defense 5, which I think is going to be overkill. Let's see, it'll be one of those two. Yeah, none of these are armored though, so looks like we'll just go probably. I've got defense 55 in this. Yeah, we'll just make them impenetrable. Urban's going to do the most damage though, so I think we'll actually go with that. We want to prioritize damage output, I think. The defense 5 is not going to be an issue, since these weapons just won't prod him anyway. So we'll just go like this. Then these guys can no longer go too far. We got to test out this one over here. Let's make sure we know what Seedall's range is, so we know where he could double. Yeah, so Chloe's got to pull back one spot after attacking. Just one. Okay. Let's get into a Veil. Let's see if this will get the kill. 70%. If it doesn't, we've got a backup plan. Yeah, they're close enough too that they should be able to support Ike's position over here next turn. Which means that I should in fact pull back. Depending on 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because we want to support Ike's position as much as possible. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get back here. And we gotta really watch where we're standing so defense don't blow us up. Okay, next then is going to be Ivy and Corin. Going to zap this. Again, we still have a lot of flexibility given that Seedall hasn't even been played yet. Yeah, we want to make sure nobody else has been ranged over there. We also need to make sure we don't stand in Citrin's way. So this looks ideal. That should be fine as long as we don't have issues with this guy. 51, speed 21. We'll be fine. Would be nice if we had an additional point of speed on her, but we'll squeeze out what we can. I actually should have left Ivy out in the open so I could get her to drop Dragon Vein. Just to patch up little things like the 1 point of damage on Citrin. But of course we can also keep pushing with some of them. Ivy, for instance, would be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and would be able to drop a Thoron on this guy, but I don't know that that would be particularly useful. Anyway, we now have a pretty clear attack range. Interesting that the range check here tells me that... Oh yeah, because it's within that range. Let's check these guys. We're going to be okay, I think. In fact, we might even be able to run Jean over. But no, we want to cluster people around here so we can bust down this whole crowd next turn if we can. So, if that's the case, maybe we can move up slightly. Just make sure we don't get within range here. Yeah, the thing about Fracture is that it could knock out my ability to counterattack. But that's okay. 51 on this guy, 38 on this one. I think we will, in fact, move Citrin up a little further with Seedall. Although, I mean, she can tank the magic damage, but she can't really do anything in return, so... Ideally, we have someone with high resilience who can do a physical attack. Yeah, that's going to do a little too much damage to Vale. Particularly if she's broken with a fracture, so... Yeah, but we do move somebody up a few spaces. Then we can support them even further than that. Anyway, let's just get in position. We'll play somewhat cautiously this turn, I think, and... Or will we? Because let's just, she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hits. Yeah, that needs a magic attack, though. So. But we should try to draw in as much as we can. So, we mostly need to consider this guy's range. Which means... getting Citrin to move up 2 spots. Or just getting Chloe back in position, giving it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, maybe even using Chloe and Astra now to get some kind of snipe. If anybody's particularly critical. I don't want to burn that too quickly, though. But if we can also cycle through it quickly, we might be in good shape. Yeah, because then we can kind of move her into a better position, but we'll see. Because where should she need to stand to get this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And she pulls back. Okay, we'll go with it. Except I miscalculated. No, I didn't.
Mysterious.
Okay, so we'll see if we can do some kind of interesting play with her. I don't know if anybody's critical to take out over here either. Yeah, just a lot of thieves eventually. I might actually want to save Astra in case there's a thief race to one of the chests. Or take out one of the thieves right now, in fact. Multiple thieves here in play. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Too close. And she can't get there. I think taking out the fracture staff from a distance might be best. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Emblem, engage!
Doesn't quite do it, in fact. It's pretty far, but doesn't quite do it. Which tells me that we shouldn't try it that way. However, if I'm able to take out somebody over here, looks like it's going to be the same stats though, 52 on either. She can also drop doubles if we want her to. It will take a little while. We can also see how much she can do by herself up here. 48. Not quite enough, but does have a 10% crit attached to it. And she can pull back. Is it 2 spots or 3 spots? 2 spots. Alright, you know what? We'll just stand everybody on the outside. Just get them positionally set to move in. 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could eventually hit somebody. While avoiding the vents, of course. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too elaborate. Maybe just here. Yeah, we'll actually just park both in this corner. I usually like having a lot more movement this early in the map, but in this particular case might not be too practical. Now, is anybody here going to heal this guy? If we do, inflict some preliminary damage. Let's take a look at types here. Yeah, it looks like no staff user for some while yet. So maybe doing the advanced poke is the right idea. Yeah, I probably don't want to burn this like this, though. However, if I use the adjacency bonus from standing beside my avatar, maybe that actually significantly boosts my damage. So it was doing 9 by 5. Yeah, no, that's unaffected. Am I even standing beside the right character here? Yes. Oh, and I guess there was the Tiki ability as well, too. Give somebody a revival stone. In which case, who should that go to? Probably Citrin, actually. Okay, so this guy will try to come around with a tomahawk. No, let's go. We'll do it next turn. Actually, John might not be a bad idea either. Since he's actually going to be a frontliner. That's okay, we'll just park everybody in the
Off
back.
I go.
Maybe even chain guard. No, we'll just wait. What else can I do with engage? Let's see. Yeah, we'll wait until we actually want to use the revive 20 or restore 20 ability in conjunction with that. And yeah, we actually do want to start adjacent to somebody, so we'll do that. If we can. Stand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not great. But it might be the best bet, so let's do it this way. If we can drag some of these out, that would be ideal. Okay, we'll just bide our time to get ready. Oops. Like I said, a lot less movement than I usually like in turn 1. The Fracture Staff is going to come in as expected. We'll see if it affects the Great Ether, but it really shouldn't. So we're not doing a counterattack anyway, so I didn't care about the Fracture. We probably had more than enough moves available to just push into the left side here and bust it all down in turn 1. But instead, everybody's going to poke at Louis all day and do absolutely nothing. Power Up is going to act as a very effective guard, really the thing that makes this whole move work. We're just going to get no experience from this. Oh, just short of damage. I should have calculated that and maybe parked my avatar next to that.
Run while you can.
Anyway, here's Ether. Okay, so now we'll force our way through there. And as quickly as we can. And just hit everybody that we're able to.
That must have hurt.
And probably go with a ranged attack over here. We're able to do it, so may as well.
I won't forget you.
We can start moving towards the chest right away. Even Xenol might be able to get a kill here, or no, he never does. He can never do any damage whatsoever, so. But he can get somebody to double up, which is good. So yeah, we'll have to do something about that Fracture Staff. We'll get there. Now, how are we doing in terms of other attacking possibilities? I think we pretty much need to go to Flame Lance, unfortunately. But Vale and Violet can also top this up with a bit of damage themselves. Excalibur is just short, but Obscurite will just go over, so Obscurite it is. And we won't stand beside that. We can hit, and then we can probably push ahead. So we should probably have a very clear idea of where we're heading as a party. We'll want to do the whole maze so we are able to pop some chests. But we don't want to split the party too much, so ideally we have somebody grab the chest over here to the left, but then most of the group is going to push up top, I believe. Oh, I don't know, because the group's kind of pushing left anyway. I don't know if we can afford to split them. Or if that will just run into trouble with reinforcements, but we've once again got a lot of flexibility, so if we hit this with Vale and then pull back with Cantor, maybe we can kind of push the left side first and have a small squad go up. Yeah, it looks like it's actually going to be pretty easy to access. We just need somebody fast who's going to go there and come back and get out. So probably sending Chloe up there so she can go around some of the rocks. In which case, we're going to just attack into this right now.
I just want to live in peace.
Yeah, and then using the Seedall in conjunction with Chloe, I think we can probably even get all the way up to the Fracture Staff this turn. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She stands here. Yes, she can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll just be a bit short. Unless she pokes and then runs ahead with Cantor. And that would do it. Okay, in which case, let's take Vale back here. So Chloe and Lynn will go over here. And just poke. Again, we need to mind where we're standing.
And they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, all the way up front. We probably do want to poke this somehow. Although it's only going to do, what, 38? So you can take it. Anyway, let's push left. Let's down everything we can. Yep, you see it all. Can just double her and pull back. Okay. Now we can get in here. Killer Lance has the crit of 62. One of these surely will do it. But we can also just guarantee it as well. I mean, if we go Spear, then we're able to counterattack against the Mage and kill it if it does try to attack me. So I think the idea here will be to take this out immediately. Let's just do a quick range check up here. Yeah, we're fine. I don't know if I should be concerned that we're standing in front of this vent here. I don't know if it'll reach. But actually it doesn't matter because we can canter out. In fact, we canter out. This is 49. Yeah, we don't want to mess with it yet. But we'll mark this. Maybe go up one spot. That might be safest. Yeah, we'll go spear.
A right and proper end.
We'll go up one spot. Now, and yeah, if we have issues with fighting up here, we can go drop doubles next turn and probably still face the Tomahawk and have a decent dodge chance against it. James D, welcome. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Hope you've been doing well. Okay, so now we're going to take any two characters here and just bust these guys down. I think in terms of hit rate, we're probably looking at the same thing here. Whether we poke this way or that way, yeah, 91%. Well, I mean, we can always L-Surge, and L-Surge will guarantee to hit. Which means we should prioritize Citrin first. Just make sure we have something that's going to maximize hit chance. We'll do that. You've been better. Well, hopefully you get back to being better again. I'm doing well. Voice is a little better than yesterday. No, we were also playing this yesterday and was honestly not in much of a position to speak. Also, we need to watch out for these vents. I think it will be... Oh, you see it already? Oh, I did. Okay. Alright, I guess I made a mistake. John's gonna get roasted. Hopefully not too badly. Yeah, my bad. Didn't even see this position here. That's okay. We'll live. Yeah, because then Louis can get up here and poke this guy and he'll be perfectly fine. Now, if we do that, then we need to do a range check back here. Let's see how far we're allowed to go as Ivy. We'll just up to this point. Okay. Yeah, we'll just poke and then canter ahead 2 spaces. I'll surge it. Now, would I not feeling well? No, I was okay. My voice is just a little bit off. And is recovering. But no, I'm not unwell or anything. Steel dagger, we don't need it. We'll just toss it. We do need to kill it. 52 here. Yeah, it's not going to fight back, so we'll get right in his face.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
Yeah, so actually, 3 ranged, they both got roasted. Ah, okay, so it's just poison. That's fine. That's why there are antitoxins all over this map. That's okay. We'll see how much damage we actually take from that. I haven't really had my units poisoned this entire game, so if it's 10% damage or something, would be concerned. But yeah, no, it's barely an issue, actually. I don't think so, anyway. Can't quite see in the UI whether poison is an issue this turn. I think I recovered for some reason. Got so many skills stacked in these guys that I can barely remember. Alright, looks like in case we... Yeah, we don't have any magic attackers up here, which means that I am safe to just take... Again, park him up here. And just have everybody run in. Looks like there is no friendly fire from the vents as well, judging from the previous turn. We'll have to put him on Brinac, I think, just to deal with anything that's at 2 range. Got quite a lot that's at 2 range. Daggers galore. Brave sword, that's not going to do enough damage anyway. We're fine as long as we don't have any type deficiencies. Yeah, tomahawk over here and here. We might even just attack in right away. Got a 69er over here. That'll poke and push, and that's okay. It's one of the only things that would deal damage. Ragnall is also able to do some damage, but I think Brannock's going to be better here. Yeah, we won't stand here in front of the vent. We do know that it is going to reach. But I actually want as many units as possible to cluster on me, so we'll probably just defend a choke point over here. And be as reachable as possible. Okay, so over here. And I should be fine. Pop the chest underneath as well. And yeah, we'll eventually just send our party upwards to deal with this chest up here. But this chest is way out of the way. We can grab it up Chloe this turn even. Depending on what we can do here. Now, the thing is, if I use my engaged weapons, I think I do have a solution to this. Not the flame lance, but maybe one of the bows. Actually, no, neither of the bows. That's fine. We'll just need to make sure we're on flame lance, so we can actually deal some damage. And yeah, that isn't going to hit me for very much, so we'll probably just stand here, fight it. How are we dealing with? Yeah, this is going to hit pretty hard. We don't want to deal with this guy yet, because he'll do the double attack. But if we bait this in, we'll probably kill it in the defensive phase. And if we kill it in the defensive phase, then we can go for the chest next turn, and we're going to be okay. She might just get lightly toasted. Yeah, like right here. That would do 26 against her. I don't know if I like that. I think we want to take a defensive posture just to guarantee that we don't die. And then fight it next turn instead. Either that or I heal her up. No, we'll take her up there by herself. Just roam. Or maybe even do drop doubles. Do an Astro attack? No, I don't know. No, I think Flame Lance is going to be it. And let's see if I can take advantage of her abilities. Not really. Now, here's the thing, is that I can do an attack into this, and then maybe pull back into a safe position, which catch her if it does go sour. Might be a bad idea. I don't want to take the risk on the 40% here. I think that's still well within a danger zone. It does mean we'll have to spend an extra turn. No, we won't, because if we take a hit, well, we'll see. I might need to send another unit up here anyway, then. But we basically bait it over here. We can just always fly back out, and it won't be able to follow. So we just go all the way over here. Here. I'll position it here, and I can also get out easily. Okay, so I think that will be the approach. Because then I can just zip back out. In fact, it might even make sense to use our engage power now since I have these pods that are available. But they're available in 4 turns, so maybe not so good an idea. But if we drop doubles now, then we basically distract this unit and all the other units and just kind of pull them in. But let's go with what we know. Let's do this. And just wait. Yeah, because we want to have the flame lance. We don't want to switch to bows yet until we've taken out this guy. Yeah, too bad about that bit of damage on me. Otherwise we would be able to safely take on it. Also, to fortify staff, yeah, that's why it wouldn't have been worthwhile anyway to attack into this without killing it this turn. The fortified staff would have been able to heal it back up. So, we might want to send up somebody like Vale just to give a bit of additional support. Although, actually, we probably need somebody who has heals. Anyway, let's pop this. We'll send the rest of the group in front. Let's make sure we'll range check over here. Yep. Channel surfing on Twitch? Yeah. Have a good channel, sir. Thanks for dropping by along the way. Okay. Let's... over here. Yeah, we'll just move the whole squad up. And we'll probably be fine. Yeah, thinking increasingly that maybe sending Vale upstairs. We want Vale with a big cluster though, because then using Byleth's power will be optimal. In fact, yeah, because even Instruct needs a big cluster to work really well, so I think we'll just send her forward. So hopefully, if necessary, Chloe's able to get out without getting trapped. Because she is pretty far out of position. I mean, hopefully the Tomahawk misses. If it misses, then we'll be able to kill it safely next turn, and then she's pretty much in good shape. As long as we don't have everybody rush in here, which might be a possibility, but then that's okay. We can always find a way to send a whole squad up. Now, I wonder if there's a way that I can just kind of poke and prod up there a little further. Using... yeah, Senol can get Jean up and running, but positionally, yeah, you can come here. Well, anyway, no, we should just get Vale up there as soon as possible. Go Citron over here. And we'll just try to move the squad quickly. That'll be the idea. It will hit? Okay, that's bad. Oh, did it break? So she didn't counterattack with Flame Lance. Yeah, I need to watch the weapon triangle. That's an issue. I just assumed you would counterattack and I didn't even look at the weapon triangle. That's a big blunder. It really caused problems for my plans up in that location. Indeed. We are in a bit of trouble up here now. Unless she has some kind of heal item that she can use. Unfortunately, we don't have one of the edible lenses on. She can, however, go drop doubles. In a way that would bait this guy down. That might be the best way to do it. Like, go down here, drop doubles, and lay a trap. While you heal her up. Also, we do drop doubles. I think you would have the vent blow one up from behind, but that's okay. In fact, with a couple of follow-up attacks, I would have been able to one-shot this guy with a Flame Lance, I think. And I should have considered that. Anyway, engage.
It's just like my fairy tales.
So yeah, we kind of goofed up here, but... Yeah, because with the backup attacks, I should have been able to one-shot him. We'll do that instead. We just need to make sure we can get her out of trouble if necessary. And just bust into this as quickly as we can. We do even have a spot over here for Emblem Energy, so if we time this accurately, we should be able to push in and just wreck as much as we can. In fact, so let's see range on these guys. Yeah, they're not going far. In fact, if we can set up the Veil Cluster this turn, we might be in good shape. Gotta watch out for the Radiant Bows with the magic attacks over here. Also because they will double up against him. Against Louis. But yeah, let's figure out how to form the quad. We can, of course, park Ivy in this location. Gotta watch out for pretty much every row here. When it comes to vents, this whole corridor here is pretty hazardous. And we're also on our last turn with Ike. And that's okay because we can actually reload him right away over here. On the next turn. And then do another round of Great Ether. Going that way. So in that case, let's just attack with everything we can. Citron's also got Warp Ragnarok eventually to nuke these guys as well. Very low resilience across the board here, so the main thing we need to look out for is actually going to be the Bow Knight. Yeah, Bow Knight is the main concern. Alright, so let's knock out everybody we can. In fact, magic attacks will do well up here as well. As long as we don't get wrecked by the axe. In that case... 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. able to do this. %75% hit. We could do better. We have somebody else coming to take care of the dagger. Probably going to be Ivy. In fact, if she can fly here with the L Surge, that would guarantee the hit. We've got lots of options. Too many options.
I had to stop you.
I should actually use Tiki's power at some point. But until then... yeah, because Xenol can go all the way up here. If we want to reload a bunch of characters. Indeed, if we go here... above this red way, and then follow up with somebody else. In fact, what does this guy hit? Alright, let's be careful. That's going to hit 100%. We'll do it. Using L Surge as an anti-thief weapon seems to work pretty well. Lord Pengu, welcome. Yeah, we stand up here. I mean, I might want to stand back just in case she's not the one I used to do the big cluster play. So we get Xenol up here. No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll use Veil this turn, I think. Ivy can wait over here. We do some preparatory damage over here. In fact, we don't even need to do that. We can stand down here. And we'll have some pretty big attacks coming in. But then the idea is that we move down towards here. And prepare for the next turn. We might even be able to bust a lot of this down right away, so... yeah, let's go with that. Guess we'll need to defend against ranged attacks anyway. That's going to be a miss. Okay, given that was a miss, let's see. Yeah, so ideally what we want to have happen is get Veil to stand here, and I have a cluster of 4 here. Which means that potentially we can get Jean to come up here. Xenol reloads him. He comes up here and hits. So I think Veil is going to be loading up on 3 other characters at most. If I calculated this. That's okay. Won't be perfectly efficient, but it'll be close. So we'll get Jean up here. Xenol can go here, actually. Or if we put Citrin Celica over here, Then Vale can load 4. And no, positionally it doesn't quite work because Cedal would get Sean to double. And have 3 spots to go back. Yeah, okay, no, we won't be able to. But the idea is that I'll stand back. We can just stand here. It'll be functionally the same. So Jean, we know, can take some of this stuff down. Maybe some more of that besides. Yeah, we gotta watch out for speed, though. That's in consideration, given that if he would be able to double him. 9 over 31, that's gonna be about maybe 16 damage. I've reduced that, in fact, with Erica's ability, and it's not that bad. So we could use him to just burn this guy down instantly. Would take some damage from that, but it's a hit chance of 20% from the enemy, so I think... but if we go Flashing Fist, that's fine too, it's just we would take too much damage on the next turn. Let me make sure this is all survivable. Because... yeah, spell damage would work well against this guy well. It may be that Jean is more efficiently used over here with this guy. Yeah, because then we can just send some spell damage up north. Okay, so here's the crux of it, is that we can also do a Warp Ragnarok with Citrin and Celica if we really wanted to. But I think I might want to save it for when we actually need it. However, it would be able to hit pretty nicely. And the Cedal might be able to reload her up front. And then we'd have a lot of attacking options for getting up here, although we probably need somebody who's a reasonable physical defender. Because that's the problem we'll be dealing with. It's 59 attack here, 48 attack here. That is fairly quick. We also need to be careful of where we're standing. I keep forgetting that. Because I think Vale would actually get kind of toasted by poison here if she's standing there. Which I should have taken into consideration, but oh well. If we go Warp Ragnarok this turn, then who do we hit? I think I want to save it. It would simplify quite a few things up here. No, because the problem is that if you go Warp Ragnarok here, she's standing in front of the vent. But she can always teleport here, hit. Now we just need to make sure that we take out both of these. Paladin might be a little bit more difficult. In fact, Paladin is somebody that we probably want Jean to tank against, so we see it all on Jean. And this is kind of out of position anyway, so yeah, I should have considered this. Well, you know what? If Citrin's whole ability here is going to be independent of what I do with Vale, let's just play the way we wanted to play. And then determine if Warp Ragnarok is going to be something we do this turn. Yeah, we'll engage, we'll go Goddess Dance, and we'll push. Great. And okay, I guess we'll need to get her A rank conversation done at the end of this one. Then we can pull her out of the way. Yeah. Up here is fine so long as we actually do bust this down. Maybe here? No. No, she'll get hit pretty hard, I think. Because everybody else is standing in the way. She actually needs to be here. And we'll have her as a magic attacker against the... what is it? Generals coming in from the left? Yeah, next turn. So, stand here. She's out of the way of defense. We're good. Now, here's probably a bad idea considering... But... we can use my unit here as an adjacency bonus. Like stand here in order to support an attack coming in here. Which we don't really need to do, given that this will just kill. So realistically, we just reloaded 2 attackers. This is not going to be that useful. Do we need Warp Ragnarok then? It would be 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would be good against magic attackers, but not against the general, obviously. Although, if the general comes in, that's a 59 attack. That would totally nuke her. Especially because she does some self-damage from the attacking position. But that's okay. Oh, maybe we can do it. But Warp Ragnarok, anyway, would be... how close is this? Maybe we can even get up here. Problem is that the Swordmaster would come in, and Swordmaster would definitely kill her. 38. Yeah, I gotta watch out for backup attacks, too. Whoops, what's this skill? 38 attacking into her twice would be what? 20 and 20. That would be kind of rough. So we don't want to stand too close, but we could... Nah, this is going to defend it. Could potentially take out one of these. Yeah, we're not going to be able to push in that far, realistically. Seedall could reload. Jean could go up front and really push in. That might be best because then we know he can take a fair bit of punishment. He's standing all the way up here, for instance. So in that case, I think what we'll do is go with Ivy to push this unit here. Pull her back, unless we can hit the other one with Thoron, maybe. Oh, it almost kills too. Just needs a little bit of a boost. Not quite enough. Pretty bad hit percentage though. Alright, in that case, let's go. Find an appropriate place to stand. She'll have to pull back one spot, I think. Yeah, we'll pull back one. Just to get out of defense. It looks like it will probably be Jean who goes up then. 31 defense, 35 res, speed 29. Okay, so he's not going to get doubled by anything at least. Which means that if we... See it all with Jean. Pull him back. Jean goes over here, and he'll be able to take the magic attack from this guy. So that'll be doing 48 over 35. Yeah, that's not very much. It'll be fine. So we can just go Divine Fist like this, and score that kill.
That must have hurt.
So yeah, maybe that wasn't the most efficient use of Veil there, given that we didn't actually do that much damage, but... Let's see here, though. This guy can hit to a certain extent. This guy would hit for 59 physical. 59 physical against her would be bad, but not fatal. It would get her down to nearly 1 HP, though. It would need to be very careful about our calculation. Make sure that we don't have anybody coming in to backup range or something. Because if she goes Warp Ragnarok over here, possibly she can do a bit, but no, it's not going to be nearly enough, so I really don't think it would be worth it.
May I call on you?
Yeah, because if she went up here, it wouldn't kill anyway. However, her range is quite a bit more than I supposed. Quite a bit better, in fact. I'd forgotten it was that good. 10 spaces, right? Yeah. That's okay then. I think we'll just bring her in a little bit closer. And not too much. Just avoid the poison traps as much as we can. And prepare to take out anybody attacking into this corner, so... Again, didn't really make good use of Veil, but we'll take it. Yeah, Divine Fist is just going to do the single hit here. That's okay, we baited that guy in. Okay, Wolf Knights. Gotta watch out for Chloe potentially getting flanked up in the top right now, so. But anyway, we'll have everybody coming in here. I think we'll be able to deal with it. I'm just gonna watch range on this guy, maybe. And down here. Yeah, Radiant Bow is the main risk factor. We'll have to burn out that guy somehow. Should have saved Veil for this turn, honestly. But we have 4 units down here. We got more than enough attackers. As long as we can get a couple of one-shots in. Yeah, really the priority is to take out the magic attacker. If we can do that, we're fine. And he's standing right up front here. Should be able to do it. So yeah, magic can take out these two immediately. Louis can come down here. We just need to make sure that these can't go around to do too much damage. Potentially this is a good time to use Ivy for freezing the enemy as well, but we'll see about that. Also depending on what we could do with Veil and Byleth. Because we might have some possibilities. Anyway, Citrin Celica will definitely kill whoever looks most chunky over here. Let's Yeah, we just need to not have her within bow range afterwards. We'll just need to wall this off. Probably definitely take out both mounts, I would say. So we don't get into any issues. Yeah, all of this has to go down, all 4. So Citrine Celica definitely taking out this one down here. 156 damage. That should be enough. I didn't even look at that holy stance. But yeah, we're not fighting corrupted anyway, so not a big deal. Looks like... What was the weapon that looks so good here? Let's... Okay, no, I just moused over Citrine. We can also do Instruct with Veil, but I think doing magic damage with her is likely the best thing we can do right now. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can probably do quite a bit of damage with Louis afterwards. If we just park her here. Maybe let's not stand right in front of this. But she can always pull back. That's the thing. Maybe pull into... yeah, we need to watch out for the events, of course. Yeah, because we want adjacency bonuses, but we don't want to stand in front of events. So let's go attack like this with Misericord. Be an easy kill.
Should I have held back?
We'll just stand in front over here. Ike will be next. Great Lance will kill.
My apologies.
Hey, that takes out a Radiant Bow, which means that we're probably all clear to just go ahead and do more damage as Louis. As long as you can kill this one too. It's got the same defensive stats, so yeah, we just need to double him with Seedall, move him down here. Pretty simple. And then this cluster can attack upwards. It'll split the party quite a bit, but I think at this point it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, we'll stay here. I'll probably pull back just in case we need to reach the other group once we clear this corner. Because all this over here, nothing is going to break Louis. Absolutely none of these will break Louis, so... Longbows, that's fine. He can practically solo that. As long as we get up to the Excaliburs quickly. So yeah, definitely pull Seedall back then and follow the main group. Louis can basically get in here and start soloing. These guys, is it just melee weapons? No, they do. Oh, hammer. .46 with a hammer. I wonder if Louis can actually survive that. Speed 22, though. That's not going to double him, at least. Physical attack 53. 46 with this. So yeah. I don't actually remember the type effectiveness calculation. That's the problem here. So I feel like he should survive that. Do we want to take that chance? Let's make sure we check weapons. Yeah, nothing else will touch him, though. There's a 57 attack and a Great Lance, which would maybe chip away at him. Maybe for safety's sake, let's not mess with that. Let's just stand down here and peel these units a few at a time. It's very tempting to just rush in here and pull as much as possible, but given the situation with a hammer, I think we'll probably still be okay, but you know what? Let's see if we can do a calculation here. Suppose we had Rider's Bane. This would do 52 normally. And it would do 51 damage against us. Why would it? Because the base damage would be something quite a bit bigger, right? I think it multiplies like the weapon strength or something. Let's take a look at this. So let's say he's got strength 44. And then we've got Rider's Bane, which would then be a +8. So where's that number coming from? We need to reverse engineer this formula. Louis can hit. This guy's got defense 17. So if we had hit with Rider's Bane, that means that notwithstanding defense, it would be doing 68. Why would we be doing 68? +8 +8. Yeah, so it's you add 2 times the weapon strength, I think. Which I think is going to be okay. Let's take a look at this guy's stats. Physical attacks. So yeah, 37 strength here. Means the hammer is giving me a +9, which means we need to add +18. And it's not going to double. So the damage here is going to be, if I'm calculating this correctly, it should be 64. Which actually isn't too bad. I might be totally wrong about this. And maybe it'll just cut through Louis like butter, but we'll try it. There's always the reset, although, you know, I try not to use it.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
So we'll see if it actually lives against the double hammer. It's not even double hammer, it's just single hammer. Smash attack, 2 spaces instead of 1. He might get poisoned afterwards. Oh, no, he won't smash. Backup attacks won't matter, so. We'll do it that way. It'll be a bit of a risk, but mostly just because I don't remember the formula. Also, this might be a good opportunity to play around Tiki. Oh, we should have put the Resurrection Orb on Louis first, just to try it out. Eternal Claw has the ridiculous crit rate. Rates Fog. Oh, I guess the Fog might be... It's not poison, it's something else. Yeah, so the crit turns out to be 34 once you account for the reduction, but with 2 attacks, and the crit giving you a kind of +28, this would actually kill, I think, if we want to use it. I'm not convinced we would do yet. Given that we can probably just bust all this stuff down manually. Yeah, like we know, this will kill it for sure. We might even be able to pull an additional attacker down here. 51 magic. That's going to do a sizable amount of damage, but survivable. Let's see, if Jean goes around, it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. He can go around here, hit, and Ivy gets up there. I should have checked the speed first. Let's take a look. 26, 21. That's okay. We'll actually have the speed advantage. Then we can even do L-Search here to guarantee it, but no, we don't want to attack from melee. We want to attack from the side. The 51 here won't do too much to her either, which means we can start heading up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe even just head up to this corner, and we'll be fine. Okay. That'll hit. No complaints. Yeah, it's going to prioritize Jean probably. But either way, I will live, so. It's going to prioritize Jean because Jean can't fight back. And is also, yeah, going to take a sizable amount, but that's okay. It means that we will be in pretty good shape. Coming up here. Now we might want to keep a group together down here just in case, but otherwise we'll have a very split team. But of course we need to be aware of reinforcements as well. That is a potential concern. Especially because, yeah, if you just have Louis tanking all day, yeah, that might be fine. Let's just move everybody up. I feel like, actually, it might be more needed. Well, whenever we engage this cluster, that's where we're most needed. But we can basically just flank everybody down here and be done with it. Any additional chests up here? Yeah, just this one over here, so let's just go up. Chloe and Lynn up here. Interestingly enough, this location is kind of untouchable. Can't really do a hit and run right now, but however, actually, Flame Lance is going to kill now, so because I have enough backup attacks to make it happen. However, it's 48 and 6x4. We need 5 out of 6 to hit of the chain attacks. Otherwise, this does not go. Do we want to risk it? It's a 42% return attack, and we need 5 out of 6 chain attacks, which is going to be slightly over the 80% that has been prescribed. Either that, or we do something like an Astra attack to just take out somebody here. Since we're engaged anyway. Like we go over here, for instance, and go Astra Storm. Gets most of the way down, not quite. Let's just see how much damage we do to everything. Okay, well, this will not be the safest play in the world, but we're going to risk it. Might be a bad idea. Let's see if it works.
Excuse me. One for me. One for me. I've had my eye on.
Here we go.
I can't retreat
And it's a
now.
crit, so. That was imperfect, but it worked. And we'll just park up here. Wait, let's check. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, attacks into Ivy. That's great. That was the best case. And look at that, just enough damage to take it out immediately. Exactly what we need. Okay, that hammer. Look at that. The hammer does 5 damage, even less than I expected. Oh, because you have the 3 damage reduction from Gentility. So I calculated that we would receive, I think, 8 or something. And I forgot to account for the -3. So even type effectiveness does nothing to me right now, which is a good sign because it means that we don't perhaps need to be too worried about Hector's Wolfbale. Because he got Strength 32, Wolfbale is therefore 13. You add 2 times weapon damage, that adds 26. The problem is that Hector's abilities allow him to double the attacks quite often. Now, Wolf Knights are coming over here. Let's keep this cluster together then. And defend that from behind. And at this point, I might even be able to just kill it right now. And if we do, then we can pull back and we can still get the chest next turn. But I think it makes more sense to get the chest now and then move over, but... yeah, I mean, Chloe's basically going to be trapped here for a while, but if she reloads, then she'll be useful again with an Astra Snipe soon after that. She goes here this turn. She's basically out of action. We'll want Ivy to get up here to grab the chest. I think we can just bait the Flashing Fist if we have a good defender. Jean would actually be a good defender here. Speed would line up and everything. Not quite within range. No, he can get within range. We'll go fist versus fist. Just slap each other to bits. And then you'll save a little bit of time by having Chloe go right side first. It's going to do 34. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll basically do 12 damage. And then you'll do a decent chunk in return, so... it's like, we'll get this kill. Or maybe not, because maybe we need Jean to get this kill for us. Alright then. 75%, not great. 80 is a bit better. Oddly enough, even with the Flashing Fist, this takes less return damage, which is not what I expected. What would that be? Oh, because of speed, yeah. Okay, then it's going to be Ivy up here. She is going to take a hit from that, but that's okay. I've seen no reason to be concerned with poison so far, and hope I don't come to regret saying that. Break a shield, excellent. Low wall is actually flyers only, so we actually didn't want to trap the whole party up here. Did we? So there wasn't a particular purpose in sending me up here. I just sort of assumed I could climb this. That was not correct. We should, in fact, send the ground troops back down. So, yeah, because I thought, we'd just flank up here, but I guess that's not the case. I just didn't even look at this. Alright then, back we go. Wasted a little bit of tempo there, but could be worse. Okay, so we know that we can use Seedall to just push even further with Louis and Ike. Probably just getting them directly on top of this square. A lot of ranged attacks, so we'll have to switch to Brianna. By the looks of it, also Great Lance could push him out of the way. In fact, it would make a certain amount of sense. Am I able to engage this turn? I am able to engage this turn, which is great, because I don't even need to stand on this. I can just... Yeah, because I just got Ike loaded up right away, which means that if we take Seedall, we go here with Seedall. Or at least... Yeah, we'll want to trap the cavalry so it doesn't hit Seedall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although that's fine because you can always just pull back. Looks like the way we'll do this is we'll once again do Great Ether. We'll need to watch out for where some of these other units can go. We can trap this guy. But then you would still have to deal with the spear up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially. So yeah, just stand some other units down here. We should be fine. 4, 5, 6. Hits for 2. Go down here. So if Vale hits, she should stand down in this corner. Down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit. Stand here. Okay. In that case.
As expected.
Pull her up over this way. Ike is going to go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go Ether. Seedall will go here. Tab Ike, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. As long as he stays outside, he's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, as long as he's kind of in the same corner. Maybe just pop up by 1. Yeah. Or even pop backwards by 1 to grab the other bonus. Okay. Citra and Celica, yeah, we'll get her ready for something big, but looks like she's going to be within poison range, unfortunately, but we'll see. Actually, it might even make sense to send her up this way, because then Warp Ragnarok is actually going to be able to take her over to the left and flank, but we don't want to commit to that necessarily, so let's just stand here. If she gets hit by an event, whatever. We've soaked a lot worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's way out of position for actually doing anything up here, though, so. Which is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she can hit Thoron up to this point, but not beyond that, so. Might not be very helpful. Let's just grab the item, I'd say. If she takes damage, whatever. She'll probably want to use Warp Ragnarok anyway next turn. Anyway, Lou's going to block. Let's figure out which engaged weapon we're going to use here. Probably just maximize damage once again. With Irvan.
Emblem, engage!
Actually, let's consider Hammer. Because we do have a couple of Great Knights here. This is just Wolf Knights, though. Hammer would, in fact, get the kills, so we should do that. We need to be aware of the Great Lands potentially opening things up, but no, if it uses the Great Lands, that means this is not going to be the attacking unit. Maybe we need to be aware of this Great Lands, though, pushing Ike out of the way and opening up a spot for this one to rush through. We should have considered that. So we'd be able to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it would be able to hit Vale, which would be quite bad. 57... she'll live. Yeah, that's the risk, is the Great Lance that we totally forgot to calculate. Look at that. Yeah, friendly fire does happen. Oh, look at that. Didn't even see that bend. It really doesn't look as though the poison is doing much of anything, though, so. In general, it's felt pretty weak all game. Okay, we'll get a sizable hit, though, with the hammer.
Don't stand in my way. Have at you.
Oh, not quite enough damage. Just a few points short. That's unfortunate. Well, that's okay. He can just continue tanking there and be perfectly fine. We can even just pull everybody else out if necessary. And maybe switch to Brianna so we can do a ranged counter on absolutely everybody here. So for example, we can do this. We can go Brianna and just take out anybody we like. Only thing to be aware of is the mages. 37 against them. Those are each going to do 44. Yeah, we need to not die to that. So this will become the biggest threat now. Which means we should just pull back with them. Yeah, we'll just pull back and let everybody attack in. That might even be best. And it will defend this location against the Wolf Knights this turn. How's Vale doing? Vale, I think, does actually need to stand here next turn to get Byleth's power up and running again, but what are we doing here? 20 and 24. Let me just take a look here. See what the damage is going to be on Warp Ragnarok. Going to be pretty considerable. Not good enough though, but enough to work with. Which means, among other things, we can also go Thoron against this guy. We just hit it on the way out. I gotta be aware of the flashing fists here, though. 34. Yeah, it's going to hit her twice, so it's going to be 13 and 13, but then she'd be able to hit back. Perhaps. I guess we do have to be aware of the poison for once. And I just don't see at all where that is in the UI. The poison debuff is active. And yeah, I mean, all we get off this guy is the antitoxin as well, so. You know what? We can also do the Astra attack against him since we have one last turn remaining here on Chloe. Let's see, first of all, this is actually going to hit. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Engage isn't going to affect the hit rate. It hits, so we just kill it with Chloe using Astra. And we're going to fly back out of here. Yeah, we'll just go as far and as fast as possible. And that'll guarantee the kill for sure.
As if I'd lose.
So we're just going to clear that end of the map. No problem. And yeah, just continue setting her back, and then we'll make sure we heal her up next turn. Okay. So as before, our plan is going to be to not fight the Mage Knights. Which means Louis has got to stand here. And switch to Brionac, which is going to kill absolutely anything that tries to attack in. As long as nothing is going to break him, we need to be aware of the axe. We need to not with the... no, he can't be broken anyway. He's armored. Never mind. So, I'm fine. No issues. Longbows, I guess. That's it. And we'll need to get Vale out of here. In fact, if you double up as Seedall, I might be able to get in here and actually kill something. because I can't quite get within, say, Thoron range here, but Warp Ragnarok combined with Seedall would be able to get a pretty solid kill somewhere, but yeah, we need to not let them attack him though, so let's play it safe. Let's not do too much at once. On the other hand, defense 28, that might be our best bet. Silver Sword, Silver Dagger, Silver Blade, Silver Dagger. Yeah, we should actually take out this one first if we can. Because in the other one, well, you'd have speed issues potentially, but nothing a dragon can't handle, so. Yeah, it might even be a good time to do this. In fact, do two moves. One, you engage, and then you put a stone on somebody like Citrin, who's relatively fragile. See it all then reloads. And then we get attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take a look at the range here on these attacks. One range each. Yeah, that's okay because we're going to stuff this location like if we're here, and then at minimum they have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we constrain the range quite a bit. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. In that case, now what are we going to do? Yeah, the stone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll camp out here. If I've understood this correctly.
Emblem, engage.
Pass her to stone. I see. So in terms of the interface, it works just like the
You have my thanks.
boss stones, except mine is blue. Then that allows me to, yeah, so see it all and pull them back down. And then get into this position and start working. Yeah. I don't know what the Fog Breath does, but that's okay. We'll see if the 32% crit does anything here with 2 attacks. It should. And it won't. Then Vale can come over here. Yeah, I guess you would be standing in poison once again, but at least she's out of range of everything else, which maybe shouldn't be too much of a concern, actually, because she's able to kill most things that are thrown at her as well. So let's say she stands at a bottom corner or something. Or she could stand back here. And be safe, but potentially trapped going into the next turn, which is the main concern here. No, I think she needs to pull out. If she gets poisoned, whatever. Poison's done nothing. Yeah, longbows will do their thing, but I should be able to take out everything else. It's just a matter of getting out of there quickly enough to not deal damage knights. And we just calmly march our way up. And everything's going to go well. No problem. Take out the whole cluster. We got a pretty easy leading candidate for the MVP this round. And yet, Dragon's going to do some work there. Okay, we can't dawdle too long because reinforcements are coming. Finally going to mend her after so many turns. And the flyers are able to just skip over, so they'll do that instead of taking the long way. And yeah, we'll probably have to defend against the next cluster there, but we're okay otherwise. Also notice that Excalibur isn't even going to do that much, which means good things, because Xenol is able to come here and double me up with Louis, and so we could even just take out everybody. Assuming that I have a way to deal with the bows. This is where Ragnarok will come in handy, I think. That we'll be able to take out one of these quickly. Indeed, I am able to take out the archers. I want to do it at melee range, but yeah, because you just hit here and then get out of the way. Xenol is able to come in. And then we're missing one attack after that, which means that we will go. That was Celica.
May I call on you?
Let's see who she's able to one-shot, if anybody. Four damage off, not quite. Okay, we might need to leave one alive. Or just lock down the longbow completely. Or just soak damage from it. I mean, worst case from this guy is going to be 45, speed 24. And speed 24 is not going to be an issue with anybody we have here, so we'll just have to take the damage, I think. But taking out the mages is going to be essential, so we'll do that first.
I hope I've done well.
Now, Vale is just going to naturally recharge, so maybe we shouldn't spend her immediately on the Emblem Energy here. However, if we do, then that actually does solve this turn's problem, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reload her instead. And then Vale can reload Xenol and Louis. Which might be interesting because it means we can't actually take out everything this turn. Rush it a little extra. Let's see if we can make that play. It's going to be tricky, but I think it'll work. The idea is that Seedall reactivates her, and then she basically gives us 2 attacks. Yeah, Briannock will just kill us immediately, which is great. Now, is this the position that I want? Yes. Yes, it is.
It's tea time! I can take on anyone.
Okay, then at this point we dance. We can move up where we want, doesn't really matter. Given the move I'm about to do next. Yeah, we just creep everybody up.
Help me be a righteous dragon.
Let's get her to engage right away. Goddess stance on both.
No hesitation.
It's about time I got moving.
About time I got moving. Okay, so Hector isn't going to wait. Now, this is important because my whole strategy for Hector was predicated on using Ivy to lock him down. So if he's going to come approach me here, I need to outpace him with Ivy. If I can. Given my current position, that might be a little tricky. However, he's only got 4 movement points, we can outpace him. Anyway, as far as, whoops, attacks go, Great Lance is going to kill. We just reactivate and kill the other one.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
So yeah, Lou's just going to get a ton of kills this round. And Briannock will just take it out. We can, in fact, create a little more space here just to get in a position as soon as possible.
I could take on anyone.
Now, of course, there is a bit of time pressure from Hector in that we are getting flanked from behind, which means that we can't just stall there indefinitely. Do I want to just fight these up front, maybe? %, we 68% rather. We might as well try it. Although no, I do want Citrin to be en route to fighting Hector as soon as possible. So, because she's going to be one of the linchpins of my strategy here. If we can kind of lock him down to 2 range. However, teleporting over with the Warp Ragnarok is always still an option. So. But probably best not to dawdle with this. And yeah, that's going to be Nice and clean. However, easier to keep the group together perhaps if I don't do that, because I got 3 movement. It's reduced already with hobble. I probably don't want to get too stuck here. On balance, we've got to try this first. And if it doesn't hit, then it doesn't. Yep.
Sleep now.
Okay. Trap Citron there for a turn longer, but then that's okay. We'll plan around using Orb Ragnarok to get her caught up when the time comes. A lot is going to depend on how I manage to lock down Hector anyway, so... Now, the thing is, did we want to try using the Fog Breath? That might be interesting. Except we're going to be hit pretty hard in return, so... we don't want to mess with that too much. Okay, so we know Ivy, as long as she stays out of range, like over here, we'll be able to flank from up top. That will be the way to do it.
What a lovely scene.
Chloe will be reloading on this spot, so she can follow up afterwards. In fact, rescue staff could lead to some interesting plays as well. But yeah, the idea would be lock everybody down and chip away. Okay, should be fine though. Citron's just away in position, but that's the main going concern. Everything else looks pretty dandy. Oh, Fog Breath has the dragon effectiveness, not that it's relevant here. Now, I am able to get up here, except that will be within Hector range. However, Seedall can pull me back out if I do that, so... let's actually stand here. Would have been more efficient to do it on a future turn when we needed to reload. The ability. Also will give me a good preview, though, of how the fight with Hector is going to look. Well, make sure we have the full range check. Not just Hector alone. Okay, now let's preview this. Oh, chain guard, right? Or what's going on? 0 damage. Oh no, he's just very strong. Okay, so here we're going to go. Hang on. Yeah, we're not going to standard yet. We can also buff up everybody accordingly. Let me just see about this incoming damage again, because hammer is going to perform best damage-wise. It's going to also be the Ike hammer, I think. Yeah, Silver Great Lance does have a pretty good advantage in terms of hit percentage. Yeah, interestingly enough, just a Wolfveil just won't do very much. Except, of course, you need to deal with Hector's abilities on the offensive. And if he initiates combat, he's in much better shape. Also, that Hector has a magic attack, and a magic attack is likely to do much more. Much more, in fact, than a Wolfveil. Although he is still going to be slow, but it does give him the lifesteal. So I think we probably just pull back. Yeah, because resilience 15. Yeah. You know, always follow up in response. That's something to look out for. In that case, we're going to pull back. And stall. Yeah, no, we'll stall. Because Brannock does nothing, and it's the only way I'll be defending against a 2-range rune sword attack anyway, so let's pull back. Oh, maybe to the front position. Lead from in front. Okay, so everything's fine up here. Veil will probably stand back behind the poison. I don't remember if I get to move after doing instruct. But we'll find out. Oh, heck, just gonna stand back. Interesting. That's probably okay, because the thing about Ivy is that if I do Thoron in a middle unit, that'll freeze everyone. Now, the thing is, I'll have a pretty limited opportunity to do this before she runs out of charges. But basically, if we go engage, attack with Thoron into the middle position, that should freeze everybody. Okay, good. Total lockdown. And then we pull her out slightly, so we don't get into any range issues. And could probably even double up with her. Veil and Byleth might be able to do an attack right away. In fact, using Astra, Chloe, I could do something perhaps.
Emblem, engage!
That gets most of the way. It would have to combine with somebody else's. Do nothing against Hector, but that's okay. We expected that. Now, Louis and I can't quite get close enough. I actually think that Chloe's play here should be to drop doubles, but we'll see. So right now I think Ivy's position is the one that's really interesting. Because she's potentially able to do the torrential roar attack. Which will do nothing up here. Notice, though, that, yeah, Rune Sword is going to respond. Oh, so Hector actually does dynamically adapt with the weapon he's holding. No, he was holding the Rune Sword this turn anyway. That's the difference. Which means that doesn't particularly matter if I just attack at one range and go L Surge to maximize hit percentage, although oh, none of these will be any good here. Yeah, because in that case, Bolgnon's going to do best. And it's a 37% return on that, which is perfectly fine. Okay, looks like we'll do it this way. Make sure none of these have heals. Silver Lance. Okay. And we'll just knock this down immediately.
Now I have you.
And yeah, we'll just move in. I don't see why not. Just be risk averse here. Let's stand back. You never know. Yeah, because the hit rate here is not great. So we'll play for maximize hit rate, but 76 looks like it's about as good as it's going to go. But the thing is, if it's a miss, then we use Ivy to finish the job. Yeah, 76 I think is best here.
Should I have held back?
And we'll stand over here. Although we should have thought about the damage reduction as well. I would say that there's no particular point in attacking Hector this turn just yet. Let's simplify as much as we can first. Also, who's going to have this expire? Yeah, let's leave an orb open. And this is going to be an easy hit. And we just trap Hector in the corner, basically. believe his movement should still be locked down, yeah. Given that we didn't want to touch him. Okay. Now, we do need to run Citrin up there as soon as we can. But she might just miss out on the action. Well, no, she shouldn't.
Emblem, engage!
I mean, none of that's within range, so... Interestingly enough... Yeah, I guess you need a target, so... We'll leave her here. And it won't take too long to get her within targeting range, I'm sure. Unless we just want to relinquish that idea and have this cluster take out Hector instead, which is always quite possible. No, we need to spell damage. Well, let's see how we're doing on this end first. Probably just defend into that. Particularly without the dragon form. And anyone else out of position up here? I think we've got all the chests. So we're fine. Should be pretty clear sailing from here. And yeah, I mean, we could run up here and start taking things out, but let's pull back safely. So we've got quite a lot of damage to go when it comes to burning Hector all the way down, so. And yeah, more reinforcements. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Still on Rune Sword. We do need to lock him down with Ivy and Corrin, so... Interestingly enough, Volcanon is going to take him out. And Elser's this turn. I wonder what it was last turn that precluded that. Oh, probably just a guard from one of the adjacent enemies. Okay, so we can actually do a double tap on her and burn down 2 bars this turn then.
Not good.
Guess I did it right.
Okay, and that's 1 bar down. We'll just make sure we need to get another one with the rest. Probably going to be Veil for one of them, given that. Yeah, she's able to kill with the Securite. So yeah, we actually have to kill this turn then. Quite easily, in fact. Maybe you can just go for another round. And there is going to be a little bit of damage mitigation, I think, from switching modes here towards resilience, but we should be able to outpace it.
It's over.
And of course all the debuffs are going to stack as well, so in that case, let's actually just kill as much as we can down here. Because we do have the kill move already. We have it mapped out. It is going to have 2 damage left over here because of... all the issue I identified previously. Luckily, we have ways of doing 2 damage. Quite a bit more than that, in fact. So let's save that for last. Yeah, and that's 6% in return, so she's going to be in great shape with the Flame Lance. In that case, what can we do here? Let's farm this.
I beg your pardon.
We can actually use Warp Ragnarok in the end. I should have, so we could have kept John Wood in range over here, but that's okay. Well, not trivial crit percentage on some of this, but we can also hit at range. And do I have a blade weapon I can actually push it? Yeah, push it for John to finish off, perhaps. And that's an easy kill. Against a rune sword, we'll just go Obscurity, and that's a 30% return on that. Oh, the fist weapon actually works too. Let's actually stand over here. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that we need to stand on? I'll loot this turn. Doesn't look like it, so we'll go ahead. And we'll do it.
Feel what I feel.
Is this it?
Oh, we got a crit. Great. That's done. And so we came in 4 turns under. B15 recommendation. Pretty quick and efficient map. I had attempted to stay for another one, but that could push us pretty late today, so we'll probably just call this an early stream
You actually managed to beat me.
and continue
impressed.
doing one map a stream just for the time being.
I take that to mean you're happy with what you saw?
This will be one of the earlier endings that we have if we decide not to continue right away.
No doubt about it. One glimpse of your fighting spirit was more than enough. It took all I had to hold my own against you. You'd be...
No. We need all the strength we can get. I couldn't have gotten through your defenses without my allies at my side.
Treasure that feeling. I used to think I could protect everyone I cared about with nothing but my own strength. I couldn't have been more wrong. It was only with the help of trusted friends and allies that I survived the Black Fang.
Your friends must have been really good people.
Oh, the best. I appreciate your determination and desire to forge ahead.
Does that mean you'll join us?
For as long as you need it.
Thank you, Emblem Hector.
That's what I like to hear.
Now, is he going to have a chat with Lynn? I would assume so.
Good match, Lynn. Can we talk for a second?
I was half expecting you to ask for a rematch. What's on your mind?
Just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Thanks for your concern. It was a heavy blow, but I'm fine. Actually, I'm really happy.
You're happy to get hit with an axe?
Not exactly. I'm reminded of all the time we spent together. You, me, and Elliewood. We trained hard and fought harder, but those days are full of happy memories for me. Seeing you fight with everything you had just now gives me that same feeling.
I understand completely. I'm more relaxed going into battle with you, because I know you'll always have my back, and because you're a cherished friend. I trust you with my life.
Good. I hope you'll let me protect that life now, instead of charging ahead by yourself.
Don't worry. I won't ever leave you behind.
Okay, Emblem Hector. Kind of a good Ike alternative as a defensive emblem, I suppose. Yeah, because you basically do a double attack even as a slow defender. Oh, okay, no, if weapon allows though, so even if you're defending with something like a Great Lance, you would still not be able to double. We might just continue our pattern of rotating each of these emblems onto the main character for now, just to try them out piece by piece. Unless, of course, some other synergies present themselves. Wolfbale. Nice type advantage on that. Yeah, we'll have to scan around to see what the various unit type bonuses are. Break prevention, very useful. So you actually don't want to put them on somebody armored because that would be redundant. Interesting. Well, let's run around the map a little bit, loot it, maybe take a look at the skills that we can get off of Hector, and while we're finishing quite a bit earlier than usual, I think this is still late enough that we can't really afford to sit for an additional map today, but we'll take a look and see what happens. Yeah, I wish I could remember what this map was. You'll notice that we are looking just at a pretty severe reduction of it in terms of the explorable area. Here, this is just the main fortress that we were able to walk into, and not all the caverns that led up to it. I think I remember this being a fairly late game layout in Fire Emblem 7. Because that's when you start diving into all the fire caves, so let's loot some animals. That's what they're for. And let's take a look quickly at... Oh yes, there was a support conversation I needed. On a world map. Okay, we'll go back to that. It's been too long since I've played this. Didn't remember some of this. Yeah, support conversations we'll probably just do separately instead of sitting through them now, but... Oh, we have a bit of time, so who knows. Let's take a look at what Hector does. Type bonuses. Yeah, given that... Oh, okay, the dodge, that's the anti-crit dodge rating, not the avoidance rating. In general, he's going to be pretty good at anti-crit. So, might even be somebody we rotate onto Jean. who have been using with Erica and Ephraim, but he's kind of been falling behind a little bit defensively, and so this might actually be a good fit. But we'll see. We'll play around with the possibilities. Oops. As for the bond effects, you have adaptability. Heavy attack if you're lightweight carrying heavy weapons, as we have had many cases of, although we have more of that with the magic units than the physical ones. Piercing glare. Oh, interesting. Okay. I feel like that was akin to something that we had already seen from another unit earlier. Yeah, I guess it's a kind of repulsion ability. Very interesting. Quick Riposte Plus works at 60% or more. And I love how there are these combinations, strength and defense abilities as well. This is something that's unique to the DLC emblems, that you have these stat combinations you can load up on. I think they are pretty expensive in terms of points, though, so we'll have to be very sure about them. Not that we have any endgame content to look forward to after this is done, so. I guess I wanted to look around at other potential unit type bonuses here. Impenetrable just gives you even more defense. And I think as Louis is already impenetrable, I think this is just totally redundant. Now, flying, this is interesting in that it kind of leans into flying units being anti-magic tanks. And here's the dragon again. Just checking different type bonuses. With a backup, oh, crit 20. I think this is the activated ability, though, right? Last one turn, yeah, it is the activated ability, but crit plus 20, of course, on Anna. Already has crit up to 60 or 70%. That would look amazing. Especially if she does use an axe, as she does. So yeah, given that my Anna and Lucina synergy right now is mostly just for the dexterity stat, maybe putting Anna with Hector would be, at the very least, very entertaining. Also because she's a bit of a glass cannon and could actually use the defense. So that's something to consider, is to rotate him onto Anna instead. Cavalry, immune to freeze, yeah. That's nice. And this is just covert, right? Let's see. Just raises avoidance. Okay, so pretty much defensive stats across the board. Not too much else to look at there. Let's get back to the world map and just clean up a few of those conversations. Sure, let's take the standard exit, why not? Okay, so bond conversations, let's just do that one quickly.
I love spicy food. Did you have any especially spicy dishes in your world, Professor?
Oh, yes. Super spicy fish dongo was a dish known for scorching your entire mouth.
After having tried everything that you could cook at the Academy, yep.
That sounds super yummy.
Lots of fish dishes to go around.
Make it sometime.
I'd be glad to.
Engage meter shorten 1 step. Yeah, that's fantastic, actually. Given that she already reloads up to 2 steps or something. Or rather would, under this. We could just reload the party again and again. With very little downtime. We'd actually spend more time waiting for her engage to expire than reload. Which is a good situation to be in. Sure, let's see a support between dragons. This might be interesting.
I had so much fun today. So this is what it feels like to have family.
Vale, there's something I'd like to ask you. How do you feel about our father?
Oh,
Soon we'll have to face him.
yes. Papa hurt so many people in the past. He's never shown me kindness. Still, he is family.
I understand.
Sometimes I just wish I could be part of a happy family, at the very least. I hope I can stop Papa, but no. I will stop him. So,
I mean, we've already done it
that
technically,
is
so
how I feel about our father.
Thank you for telling
just
me,
went
Vale.
slightly back in
I
time
feel
to
the same.
muck around the world instead.
The time for reconciliation is long past, but I won't be able to do it without you.
Don't worry. You and me and the rest of our friends, we'll stop him together.
Okay. Let's do this, Vale.
Yes. For our future.
Okay, fairly late game A support, but we managed to build it, even if it is post game. And we've definitely been underusing Engage Plus, but haven't been particularly pressed, so. Yeah, let's just clean up the rest.
Louis, would you indulge me with another cup of that wonderful tea?
You've put me in an awkward position.
If you are busy,
It isn't that. The problem for me is your recent mood.
Still disappointed that I don't smile as easily as you'd like?
Not at all. You were incandescent with joy.
Was I?
It is the very incandescence of that joy. Did you not realize how brightly you shone?
No, I did not.
Such unadulterated joy isn't meant for my life. My role is merely to facilitate these bright moments.
I have no idea how to respond to that.
And now a laugh? It is peculiar, though. I still haven't the faintest idea of what causes you to beam this way.
How dare you? I am not a monster, you know.
Is that what I am in your eyes?
Don't be ridiculous. Hurry up and make the tea, would you?
As you wish, Princess Ivy.
I expect only the best from you, Louis.
Okay, and one more A. I don't quite remember what their whole sequence with the C and B
Lady
supports
Vale?
was.
May I have a moment?
I suppose.
I need you to know. I only wanted to be friends with you, but it seems as if my actions have made a mess of things.
Before I accept your apology, what did you mean when you said you wanted me to accept the gifts for your sake?
I just wanted to see my favorite thing, the smile on a friend's face.
You wanted to see me smile?
Yes. That's why I asked you to accept them for my sake.
The dress, the island, the crown?
I promise. I meant them as gifts, that's all. I thought it might make you smile to receive presents worthy of a princess.
I'm so sorry, Citrine. I hope it's not too late.
No, not at all. I still have the deed to that island.
Oh no! That's not what I meant. I hope it's not too late to be friends.
Of course we can, Lady Vale. I already consider you to be one of my most precious friends.
That makes me so happy, Citrine. Your friendship really is the most wonderful gift you could ever give me.
Well, if only friendship consisted of exchanging private islands all the time. Anyway, that's going to be it. Next map is going to be over here, Heroes Sanctuary. And We'll see what that is, but we'll go in order. That's going to be estimated about 20 turns. We've been coming in a little under par, which is great, and grabbing all the optional objectives along the way. It does mean we'll probably, as I said before, have to dedicate one stream per map, especially if we get to this purportedly huge one here, so that'll be for next time. Until then, we'll just call it on this stream. We'll kind of take it easy and be on pace to finish these maps by next week, and then we'll see how feasible it is to fit in Fell Xenologue directly afterwards, or if we want to put it off for a couple of weeks down the road. Really depends on how it goes, but so far, despite everything being tuned for being at level cap, this has been going pretty smoothly with the party that we've been taking in so far, even though we have been just a little bit constricted by the number of units we can deploy. And we'll see if that's the case for the rest of the maps, but with the DLC being accessible in the early game, I assume that it might be the case that we just never get access to a large party here. So we'll just live with it. We'll hopefully rotate a few pieces around to give others a chance to shine once more. But for now, that is all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for segment 2 out of 6. When it comes to these maps, assuming that we just continue on the current pace that we're going at right now. And enjoy whatever it is that lies ahead for you in the coming days. Have fun. Enjoy whatever it is, and fare thee well.